Oh, hello, dear YouTube. Welcome back to the Yogi Logic channel. Today, I'm going to discuss actually a really important topic and probably one of the main reasons why I didn't start this channel sooner. So, what am I talking about? Our good old friend, perfectionism. So how many times have you had a brilliant idea in your mind, a brilliant idea of something that you wanted to do, maybe a video you wanted to make, a drawing you wanted to do, a book you wanted to write, or an essay you wanted to do, or something like that. You start to get all excited about it, you started planning about it, and you started getting all the materials ready for it, but then when you come down to actually starting to execute the idea, you get this voice in your head saying, you can't do it. Or you have this beautiful picture of what your finished thing should look like. Then you start to find one detail of why right now you can't make it happen. And then you find another detail, and another detail, and another detail, and another detail, and another reason of why you can't do it the way you want. So what happens is that you say to yourself, okay, so man, I can't make it like exactly how I want, so you know what, I'm just gonna not make it. And it's gonna be way better because at least I didn't fail. I didn't try, but at least I didn't fail. So for me, I think this is something especially common in creative people, in artists, in people like me. I notice this in me all the time, and I think it's actually a real shame, because what ends up happening is that before we even give our ideas the chance to see the daylight, we just shoot them down, and what ends up happening is that we don't do what we love. We don't make those ideas that we love, we don't make them happen. And the thing that I realized is that this perfectionism, actually what it is a really deeply rooted fear of failure. And it's a thing that we're so afraid of failing. We're so afraid of, for example, when we're making YouTube videos, we're so afraid of appearing foolish or funny or stupid that we don't give ourselves the chance to express the voice that we have. We all have our unique perspective, our unique voice that we can express, but we don't do it because we're afraid of criticism. And I think the irony is that a lot of the times, many times probably, what we want to say probably has more value than we think. It probably has more value to other people than we think, and we probably value our work less than other people value it. The real shame in this is that we deprive ourselves from the opportunity not only of having a go at what we want to do, but actually we deprive ourselves from an opportunity to learn. Because even if it's not perfect, even if it's a video like this, it's like my 4th video on this channel, and my hands are freezing, I'm kind of tired, and I thought, man, not really in the mood to make a video today, but I thought, like, fuck it, today I'm gonna make it anyway. Because I realized that even if it might not be the most perfect video in the world, at least I had a go at it, at least I tried. Because I realized that, if I don't start from somewhere, I'm never gonna get anywhere, And there's this really profound quote, really profound thing that I read by Robert Kiyosaki in the Cash Flow Quadrant, where he says that, if you don't fail, you don't succeed. Let me repeat that. If you don't fail, you don't succeed. So what does this mean? It means that actually what I realized is that I studied a lot of successful people, and what I realized is that actually no successful people ever achieved their success before going through failure first. But in order for you to go through the failure, you have to allow yourself to fail. And to allow yourself to fail, you have to actually manage your perfectionism. You have to throw perfectionism out of the door. Because the moment that you do that, what happens is that now you're starting to gain momentum with what you're doing. You know, even if it's not perfect, you're gaining momentum. You're actually doing it. You're actually taking action. Because I realized for me what was happening in my life is that I have ideas all the time, every day, but what was happening is that I was always finding the reason why that idea isn't perfect. I was always going back to that perfection is inside of me, and I was finding the reason of why I shouldn't be doing it right now. And so what ended up happening is that, you know, I wanted to open up this channel about 2 years ago. But for 2 years, I had a really convenient excuse not to be making videos because I was always finding these little things that aren't perfect. But what happens is that time goes by and I'm not doing anything. And you know, the more I do that, the more time goes by and the more this idea inside my head starts to pile up that, you know, I really need to start this channel. But the less action I take, the less inclined I actually am to take action. And so what happens is that it just becomes this cycle, this endless repeating loop of, you know, you get an idea, you find why you can't do it, you don't do it, you get an idea, and you know what I mean. It just keeps going on and on and on. And that's why actually, instead of trying and failing, I actually automatically make myself a quitter, which really sucks. Because what I realized over time is that the longer I stay in this cycle of inaction, the longer I keep postponing whatever I want to do, actually the more I strengthen this inner critic side of my mind, which is telling me, you know, you can't do it. So the more I listen to that voice in my head, which is telling me I can't do it, the more I strengthen that part. And the more I do that, the less confident I become. But if I flip it around and if I start to take action, if I gain some momentum, and I see that actually I can make things happen even if they're not perfect, I start to, you know, slowly quieten that voice which is telling me I can't do it. You know, and that's a really cool thing. It's a really cool thing that I realized once I just started to take action. And I start to go against that fear. Once I start to go against that fear of failure, that perfectionism, I realize that actually a lot of the times, you know, I think I've seen certainly this in myself, like in my photos, in anything that I produce, that, you know, funnily enough, I tend to appreciate what I do less than what other people do. So. And I think this is actually quite a common thing because we're all, you know, a lot of times we're so modest and we're so self-critical that we actually forget that we have greatness inside of us. All of us have something really cool, something really great to express to other people, you know, to the world. So really the point of this video that I want to make is that next time you get that voice inside yourself, which is telling you you can't do what you really want to do, you know, sit down for a second and think to yourself, you know, what if I actually just went for it anyway? What if I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And even if I fail, at least I had a go. So with that in mind, I hope you have a great night. Go out and do your project, make your ideas happen, have a go at them, even if you fail. And even if you fail, just learn from it and try again and again and again and again and again. Because the more you keep doing that, the closer you're gonna be to succeeding. Cool, bye-bye.